and I'm back today with yet another video. And in today's video, we're gonna be taking a look at some of the scariest things found on Google Earth. If you guys don't know what that is, it's basically satellite pictures taken above Earth of literally every single spot on Earth. And a lot of the times, these satellites catch some really freaky stuff on these images. So today we're gonna be discussing that and taking a look at that, because honestly, there's nothing scarier than like catching something that you didn't expect to catch on camera. Before we get started with the video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe, smash that notification bell, and let's get right into this video.
Number 1. The Badlands Guardian. This was first discovered on Google Maps in 2006 near Medicine Hat, Alberta, Canada.
This was discovered in freaking Canada? Why are creepy things always found in Canada? Go somewhere else, we don't want you there. Go be creepy in other places. I don't want to live in a creepy place.
The figure was created by erosion. The shape is said to be a few hundred years old, and it was created without any human intervention. If you look close, it looks as though the Guardian is wearing earbuds. This is because they created a road on the site which led to an oil well. Considering that this was not man-made, it is pretty amazing and a bit creepy.
Okay, so this was not created by any humans. This happened naturally. And it straight up looks like a freaking person, which is insane. It's definitely pretty cool. Not as creepy, but more like kind of cool, kind of interesting. But I know things are about to get way creepier, so stay tuned, get ready, buckle up, get your seatbelts on, because it's about to be freaking scary.
Number 2. Blood Lake. This strange-looking lake was discovered on Google in 2007. It's located near Sadr City, Iraq. There are a few theories as to why the lake is blood red in color. Some people say that it is always being filled with blood that is discarded by a nearby slaughterhouse.
Okay, I thought they called it Blood Lake because it's just red, but it's actual blood? Comment down below, would you take a swim in this lake? What if I came up to you and offered you $1 million right now to go swim in that blood lake? Would you do it? I mean, for $1 million, I might have to take a dip. Nah, I'm just kidding. I definitely would not want to swim in the blood lake.
Other theories suggest that the color is due to sewage, pollution, and water treatment processes. Since this photo was discovered, the lake has returned to a normal color. Chances are, as soon as this photo went viral, whatever was being done to make the water blood red was stopped immediately.
The fact that they changed it once the picture went viral means that something sketchy was going on. Something not too good was in that lake.
Number 3. The Almere crime scene. In April 2013, this photo was discovered on Google Maps. It was taken on a lake near Almere, Netherlands. The photo looks like a bloody corpse being dragged across the pier into the water. People became so worried about the photo that they contacted the police. It turned out the photo was taken between 1 and 3 years ago. Therefore, the police couldn't do much of an investigation. After the photo was looked at closely, it was determined that a man and his dog had climbed out of the water, creating a water trail down the pier. For a while, people were worried that they had witnessed a murder. The fact that you can see the man and his dog if you blow up the photo makes this photo much easier to look at.
There's like a pattern of blood in this video and it's kind of worrying me. Why is there so much freaking blood everywhere? What's with blood now? Is everyone into blood? Freaking vampires or something? I mean, who knows what's going on, but all I'm saying is there's a lot of blood. Listen, they're saying that it was a man and a dog getting out and like the water was just, they made it look like it's red, but it's not. Either way, it's scary because if you show me that picture, I would never think it's anything else but a freaking crime scene. That looks straight up out of a horror movie.
Number 4. The Richmond crime scene. This photo was found on Google Maps in 2009. While the coordinates are no longer available, the photo was taken along the railroad tracks at Sanford Avenue in Richmond, California. In the photo, you can see the victim lying on the ground and several officers nearby. The victim was a 14-year-old boy named Kevin Barrera. Sadly, the murder is still unsolved. After the photo went viral, Google replaced it out of respect for the victim's family. Google execs agreed that this grieving family did not need a constant reminder of their son's death. Unfortunately, no photos were taken during the murder, which could have helped to catch the boy's killer.
My heart goes out to the family of this kid. This is so sad. But you know what? This could mean that these satellites could help solve a lot of crime cases. It's kind of good because that way, if there ever is a crime scene or like a murder or something, the bad person can get caught. Just remember, if you want to do something bad, Google's always watching, okay? Google knows what you're doing. Google knows what you're up to.
Number 5. The shaped church. This one is actually pretty disturbing considering it is actually the top of a church. It is the Illinois Christian Science Church, located in Dixon, Illinois. When you're on the ground looking at the building, it looks like your typical church. The architect who designed the church intended the building to curl around a large tree on the property so that they didn't have to go through the trouble of cutting it down. It may look normal from the ground, but from the air, it looks very inappropriate.
Okay, the reason I find this even funnier is because it's a freaking church. Ding-dongs, ding-dongs, willies. I'm trying to be censored here. I'm not trying to be inappropriate, you know? We're on YouTube, we gotta keep it clean.
Number 6. The face of Jesus. This photo was found on Google Maps in Hungary. It is a basic photo of the landscape from above. However, if you look close, you can see the face of Jesus Christ. It is actually pretty amazing, and religious fanatics all over the world believe that it is a sign that he will be resurrected again. Since this photo was discovered, more and more people are visiting this area because they believe it is a holy land.
How did these things happen? Like, there's no way it's like a coincidence because it literally looks like a picture of Jesus. Like, that's not just like, oh, maybe if you like squint a little, it kind of looks like Jesus. No, that straight up looks like Jesus Christ.
Number 7. The random bunny. This photo was discovered on Google Maps in Piedmont, Italy.
At first I was like, aw, a random bunny. That's not a cute bunny. That looks like something out of a nightmare. It looks like something out of Five Nights at Freddy's, if you know what I mean.
It is a 200-foot-long knitted rabbit randomly placed on the ground. Who put a bunny this size on the ground in Italy is still unknown. It does make for a great photo and a great mystery.
I mean, how is it a mystery? Someone must have seen someone place it. Someone had to put it there. How do we not know who? How do we not know who did it? Huge bunnies don't just appear out of nowhere.
Number 8. The Swastika Navy Base. When you're driving around the U.S. Navy base in California, you would think that it's just a regular Navy base. If you look at it from above on Google Maps, however, it resembles a swastika. This is due to the way that the buildings were placed. At least you cannot see it from the ground. According to the U.S. Navy, the shape of the buildings is just due to the placement, and there are no anti-Semitic reasons for the photo.
Obviously, when you're making a building, like, they look at every single angle of the building, how it's gonna be built, how it's gonna work, and you're telling me no one looked at that and thought, maybe it looks a little too close to something else? That does not look good. That one of you should have noticed. Whoever was building these buildings, same with the PP Church. The PP Church is also something I feel like they should have seen coming, you know?
Number 9. The Naked Man. This photo from Google Maps Street View is actually quite disturbing. The photo was taken in Mannheim in southwest Germany. The photo shows a naked man coming out of the trunk of a Mercedes. On the ground near the car is a dog that is either sleeping or dead. Of the 10 creepy things found in Google Maps, this is one of the creepiest.
So why was he in the trunk? Like, was he kidnapped or like abducted or something? Yeah, this is definitely, like, out of everything in this video, this is definitely the most concerning one. I really hope they figured out what happened because that's very upsetting, especially the dog. Like, just whenever anything happens to dogs, my heart is instantly broken. Like, dogs, no one can mess with dogs. Leave dogs alone. They're the purest creatures. They're so freaking cute. I love dogs. Dogs are just the purest. And if you want to see my dog, here's a little picture of her. She's a little cutie patootie. My little old grandma. She's very old, but she's so sweet, and I grew up with her and I love her. Anyway, moving on.
Number 10. Crabzilla. This photo was taken by the mouth of Kent Harbor in the UK. The photo looks just like a gigantic crab right off the harbor. If there were actually a crab this big, it could change the way you look at crabs forever. Chances are this isn't a real crab. It could just be the way that the sand moved with the wind and the water.
No, there's no way. It literally looks like a crab. I understand if the sand moved with the water, but then I feel like the sand everywhere would be like that. I'm not really like scared of crabs. I feel like they're just like little creatures, but if they were gigantic, oh, I would run for my life. I would be out of there. Something about crabs being humongous does not sit right with me. Anyway, you guys, that is it for today's video. If you enjoyed, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Comment down below what you found the creepiest in this video. For me, it was definitely the dog one because it just breaks my heart. It's just so sad. I hope they're both okay. Anyway, I love you guys so much and I'll see you next time. Bye!